Welcome to today's session. Today we are discussing about detailed design in software engineering. So what is mean by detailed design? In last class we are discussing about system design. So we discussing two different approaches for system design. One based on functional abstraction, another based on objectives. So detailed design methodologies, system design methodologies are one is function oriented design, another one is object oriented design. In function oriented design, the design is represented using of functions, whereas object oriented design, the design is represented using of objects. In the system design, we concrete on the modules in a system and how they are interacted with each other. So the main purpose of system design is used to how to interact one object with another object. Once the modules are identified and specified during the high level design. So once the modules are identified in the system design, so next one is to specify the high level design. High level design means how to communicate one object with another object or one module with another object, how to perform each modules to run a system. That is high level design. The internal logic that will be implemented the given specifications can be designed. So the internal logic is not specified or the internal logic will not be implemented on the system design. So the detailed design activity is often not performed formally. The detailed design document consistent with the code. So the main difference between system design and detailed design, system design is used to specify the modules and is used to specify the interaction between the modules. So the system design is used to specify the how to implement the internal logic, how to specify the internal logic for a module code. Due to this, developing the detailed design is useful for more complex and more important modules. So detailed design is more complex for specifying the modules or specifying the internal logic, but it is important for modules. So in detailed design, there are two methods. One is logic and algorithm design. So now we are discussing about logic and algorithm design. So it is the one of the method in detailed design. The basic goal in detailed design is to specify the logic for the different modules and that have been specified during the system design. So whatever we are specifying the modules in the system design, so that module internal logic is specified using the detailed design. So that is specified using detailed design. Specifying the logic will require developing an algorithm that will implement the given specifications. Specifying the logic will require developing an algorithm that will implement the given specifications. So the term algorithm is quite general and it is applicable to wide variety of areas. So the internal logic can be implemented or specifying using algorithms. So the term algorithm is quite general and it is applicable to wide variety of areas. That means the program is implemented in any programming languages like C, C++, Java, whatever it is. So the algorithm is a general procedure to implement the program. So we can implement the program in any language. So algorithm is the general procedure for the programming. An algorithm is a set of well-defined instructions in a sequence to solve a problem. So the main definition of algorithm is a set of well-defined instructions. Is a set of well-defined instructions in a sequence to solve the problem. Informally, an algorithm is nothing but mention of steps to solve a problem. So it is not particularly solve a problem. It is also used to specify the solution for a problem. It is also used for specifying the solution for a given problem. So qualities of good algorithm. So the algorithm is implemented with quality. So we can follow some procedures. We can follow some steps. Input and output should be defined precisely. That means whatever we are implementing the system, whatever we are implementing the module, how to module work, that module is executed, it takes some input and it produces some output. So that is defined. Each step in the algorithm should be clear and unambiguous. What we are writing the algorithm or what we are implementing the logic step by step, that algorithm should be clear and unambiguous. Clear means it is easy to understand everyone. Algorithm should be most effective among many different ways to solve a problem. So algorithm should be most effective. So because algorithm is the general procedure for the different programming languages to solve a particular problem in a different ways. An algorithm should not include computer code. The algorithm should be implemented in a natural languages, does not include a computer code, because computer code understand only developers or implementers. So the algorithm is the general procedure, it can be understood by everyone or every stakeholder. So it is implemented in a natural languages. The algorithm should be written in such a way that it can be used in different programming languages, that can be used in a different programming languages. Next. So this is the small example for the specifying the algorithm or to solve the problem. So what are the steps needed to solve a particular problem? So this is the example for write an algorithm to add two numbers entered by the user. So adding of two numbers. So whatever we are adding two numbers, that two numbers are read by the user. So step 1 is start. Step 2, declare variables number 1, number 2 and sum. So the first step of algorithm to define the input and output variables. So to find the addition of two numbers, here number 1, number 2 are input variables. To perform the addition, it takes two numbers. So number 1 and number 2 are input variables. The sum is the addition of two numbers. The sum is stored in another variable, that is sum variable. So sum is the output variable. And the third one is read the values of number 1 and number 2. So here declaring the variables of number 1, number 2. So second one is read the values from the keyboard or input devices number 1 and number 2. Add number 1 and number 2 and assign the result to the sum. So whatever we are reading the values of number 1 and number 2, the two numbers are added and the result or the result is assigned to the variable sum. That means sum equal to number 1 plus number 2. So display the sum. The output is sum. So display the sum using of output devices. And step 6 is stop. So start and stop, the process will start from the starting and the process will be ended from stop. And the second one in detailed design, second method is state modeling of classes. Second method is state modeling of classes. For object-oriented design, the approach just discussed for the obtaining the detailed design can be useful for designing the logic of your methods. So in object-oriented programming languages, so first first method means logic and algorithm is used for function-oriented designs. So whenever the program is or the application is implemented using a function oriented programming languages, so that logic is implemented using of algorithms. So the program is implemented in object oriented programming languages using of the logic is implemented, the